Good morning, friends. Welcome to Take Two for this Tuesday, the 15th of January, 2019. I'm Jeannie, so glad to be with you. Well, I just got back from going out for breakfast with my husband. Now, I went to a fast food place, which will remain nameless, and I'm going to tell you why it's remaining nameless, and that's because it was a secret shop. Now, for any of you who have known me for any length of time, and I know I have quite a few viewers out there, some of you have known me since I was born, maybe relatives or close family friends. Some of you have known me just in recent years or days or weeks or months. Maybe you've never met me in person, but you've been following me along on these Take Twos. No matter how you know me, if you know me for any length of time, you do know one thing about me, and that is this. I am a mystery shopper. Now, I've been mystery shopping for, oh my goodness, probably 15 or 16 years. It's just a great source, a second source of income. And also, not only that, it's also just a fun thing to do. Now, I'm going to admit to you that there are times, boys and girls, that sometimes I feel a little guilty about what I'm doing, but let me explain. See, here's the way it goes. I sign up for a mystery shop, for a secret shop, and then I go to this location, and there's some sort of scenario I need to play out. Sometimes I need to be somebody who's interested in going and having a meal in a restaurant or at a drive-through or at a fast food place. Sometimes my scenario is, and I actually do eat there, sometimes my scenario is that I'm going to a rental place and I'm interested in renting, one of those rent-to-own places to get an appliance or furniture, that kind of thing. Sometimes I go into a cell phone company, a mobile device place, and I act like I want to get a big package with all the bells and whistles, and then at the end, I have to say, well, I have to go home and discuss it with my husband, but thank you very much. Do you have a business card? And I get their name and their information. So sometimes, like I say, I'm not allowed to use my real name, and I'm not allowed to use my real information, because then they could check on me, and then, they'd have my information, so I have to make stuff up. And, technically, I guess you would consider it a lie, but because I'm doing it so that I can help them, it's all, the means justifies the end, or the end justifies the means of how I'm doing it. So what I'll do, like, for example, like this morning, I go to this fast food place and I order something, and I have my little notebook with me, and I'm writing down everything. I'm writing the name of the person who served me, the name of the person who maybe presents an order to me, whoever rings up the order. I get all that kind of information. I describe, sometimes it asks for a description of who waited on me, how old they were, how tall they were, what their frame was, were they wearing glasses, if it was a man, did he have a mustache and a beard, those kinds of things. And then I get a receipt, of course. I've got to get the receipt because there's lots of data on here, like receipt numbers and times. Time is a big thing, how long it takes you to get stuff. And then when it's with food, a lot of times, I have to take a picture with my mobile device, or I have to take a picture if it's like some businesses and their signage has to be just right. I have to go outside of the building and take pictures of the signage. I've never, ever been found out. Nobody in all the years that I've been doing this has ever said to me, "Are you a secret shopper?" No one has ever said that to me except one time. And I think it was because the business that I was going to check on had so many complaints about it that when I was probing and trying to find out stuff, that's when she kind of twigged that I might have been. And I said, "Oh, I don't even know what that means." And again, I had to tell a fib. So here's my whole point in all of this, and that is this. When you're doing something secret like this, you have to ask yourself the question, is what I'm doing in secret the right thing, or is it a wrong thing? Well, in a case like this, because this is what I'm doing as a job, and the whole purpose is when I report things that aren't right, the person didn't introduce themselves, it took too long to get my order, they were rude, they didn't try to offer me a better offer, or whatever it is. If they don't do the things they're supposed to do and I report it, then they are reprimanded for it, and then maybe it means that the managers have to have more training, or maybe it means that the employee is being rebellious or just not learning or grasping. Whatever it is, the whole purpose of why these companies hire outsourced people like us to do this is so that it could make it better, okay? Now, the other side of the spectrum is this. Having secrets where you shouldn't be having secrets is another story altogether. So if you are keeping secrets because of a bad reason, you know, like maybe your secret is that you've been stealing from the company that you work for, or maybe your secret is that, you have somebody else in your life when you're already attached to somebody else and you're secretly meeting them and things like that. Those are not good secrets, boys and girls. They're not good secrets at all. No, the kind of secret I'm talking about is a secret that's something good that's going to help other people the way that we do with secret shopping and mystery shopping. And you know, there are some times in different scenarios where at the end of the shop, you get to reveal, and those are my funnest ones of all, where I actually get to reveal. I remember one time I had to go to a sunglasses place that sold high-end $300, $400 sunglasses, and I had to play this whole ridiculous scenario that I wanted to buy these $400 sunglasses, and the girl worked with me and she showed me all the different pairs and told me the warranties and all this other stuff, and at the very end I say to her, congratulations, you did your job, you did it exactly the way you were supposed to. And she was kind of shocked, and I said, yes, I'm the mystery shopper, and I just want to let you know you did a great job. And then I got to reward her with a $10 reward right there on the spot for doing her job. That was a fun one. But sadly, when I have to do the ones where I do that and then at the end say, I changed my mind, I don't want it, then it can make them feel really badly. But in the end, they do ultimately find out that they have been shopped and that they've gotten a good report, or sadly, sometimes a bad report. And I don't like to do those bad reports, but sometimes, sadly, I do have to do the bad reports. So think about any secrets you might be keeping in your life. Are they good secrets or bad secrets? I want you to really think long and hard about anything that you're keeping as a secret. You know, the whole issue with Elf on the Shelf and Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy and things like that. Those are those kinds of secrets that you just say, okay, is this going to be hurtful or harmful? How long do I keep this going for? That kind of thing. But think about any secrets you might be having in your personal life and just analyze them and come to the conclusion of whether or not it's time to tell or not, okay? Think real long and hard about this, because this is a very thought-provoking situation that you might have in your life with some secrets you might be holding on to. Okay, hey, go be a blessing to somebody today, and you might end up being the only one who is, and maybe, just maybe, they have a secret they need to tell you, and you need to decide what to do with it. Think about that, okay? Become a subscriber to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, Jeanne Sigler. Click that subscribe button, and don't forget, tune into some great music, great programming on my radio station, WRMZ.org. Okay, am I going to tell you who this was from? No, because it's a secret. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.